Hello. Good morning, Arthur. おはようございます。こんばんは。こんにちは。Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever it is. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah. Yep. So you probably missed last night's stream marathon. There was a small stream last night because I can't stream on the morning because of college exams and stuff. Alright. There we go. But yeah, you didn't miss much in terms of grammar and stuff, so I get. Right. Got my coffee. コーヒーがいます。コーヒーがあります。はい。はい。今日も頑張ります。Okay, let me 漢字練習始まりましょう。行きましょう。Let's go. Yeah. Start the good old flashcard. また200ぐらい。多すぎる。まあ。It's fine. This is fine. Hopefully I just did the music just fine. If it's a little bit quiet, let me know. Heisig, Kanji, let's go. Aggression. I already forgot Semeru, unfortunately. The craft. Man, I have way too many tabs. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit. There, that should be okay, right? Aggression, yeah, I did not. Submit it. Right. Attire. Oh yeah. There's something on my paper. Oh. Attire. Yeah. It looks very scuffed, but it's that. So don't worry about it. Status. Tolerant, yeah. Again, looks a bit scuffed, but it's sheet of abbreviation. There we go. Whoa. No, there we go. No, we don't go. Now we go. Hey. Create again. Yep. This is just crown garment. That's it. Breed. Yeah, I kind of forgot that whenever cow is a radical, the bottom horizontal line is no longer horizontal, it's more like diagonal. something like this. I'm not gonna mark it wrong because of that, because it's a radical that shows up often, but it is important to know this, that I did mess it up. Article, army, this was attire, I believe, and not yet. I mean, you don't really need to learn kanji writing. This is, nowadays, this is 95% irrelevant. Even more so if you're never gonna go to like Japan for more than like 3 months. It's just, I like it and it's fun. Kanji recognition, however, and being able to read it does in fact help. And mostly because even when you're using a keyboard, you may write something and two different kanji with slightly different connotations or like completely different meanings show up. So for example, "ao" could be this or it could be this, right? Both kind of mean to meet, but then it could also be this, right? But most kanji are like, a lot of kanji are very common and show up fairly often. In fact, my kanji flashcards internet pickups are just words and kanji that I kept seeing on the internet, or words that I knew because I've heard a lot and I learned. Yes, it does. And so the way that we are doing it with Heisig kanji here on the left, even though it's not super practical at first, being able to know what each radicals means, or being able to give each radical your own meaning that later on will help you memorize full kanji, does help a lot. Like here, for example, we just wrote army. Here's the crown, and here's a car. So you can think either this royal cars that of old that they used to carry the king or something, or you can just think of the king with the crown leading or something. I don't know. There's many meanings or ways you can give it, right? So that's cool. But yeah, if you just want to read most of the common kanji, you'll just pick up by trying to read stuff, be it like on some manga or some Twitter news, anything. Not yet. I forget what not yet. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna mark that as wrong. That one's I know. Imitation. Okay, do you know this? Because a lot of these meanings are given to the radicals, or the Heisig has given to the radicals. I would on other websites see as different meanings to a radical, not super different, or like maybe it's some radical or two. But yeah, as long as it helps you memorize the kanjis in which that radical is in, it doesn't matter what meaning really you give it. This is character, by the way. In fact, if you look up kanji for word and not for feeling, you'll see. Oh no, that's study, not character, right? So see, this one has only one thing at top, and then study has all three. My bad. I guess I'll mark it as wrong. Read, Yamu. Well, the mu is not included, but that is very clearly, That's made in. Oh, status quo. This one is interesting, and I don't think I'll ever use it really. This is to bomb it, spit out, yeah. Flourish. It's a menu to attack or engage, really. Aggression. This is Kaminari. And if you read it with other kanjis, it's dry, right. Kaminari. Kaminari じゃなくて、Kaminari. Kaminari. Yeah, thunder. Bridge. Hashi. I think it's Hashi, not Hashi. No, it's Hashi. Hashi, it's chopsticks. Hashi is the bridge. Little interesting thing to know this because of, pitch accent. Hashi.
Washi.
Did you just washi me? Or am I kind of deaf? Where's the chopsticks? Yeah. Here's chopsticks. Hashi. And then here's bridge. Hashi. Yeah, also I didn't write it before looking it up on the dictionary, so I should mark it as wrong. But I didn't know it was the tree, right? Yeah. Because out of wood, you're doing the thing that you may kill you in a way. So this is kind of like angel, kind of like tall, like wood. So, I like to think of like these wood bridges, someone top, and if you fall, you die, and the angel comes pick you up or something. I don't know. It's an easy one to remember, so I'm not gonna mark it as wrong. Surpass. I think it's like that. It is. Woo. Good. Yeah. So if you ever watch Black Clover, they keep saying this. Well, actually, any anime really. They'll say this of like, "Hey, surpass your limits, Genkai o koeru." Right. So that one's easy to remember. You get it. To run away, escape. This is castle. I just kind of forget. Shiro. What is it? Shiro. Castle. Hunt. Proceed. Oh yeah, I like this one. Because I like to think of to proceed in a video game. So you're like trying to run away. It's easy to speed run with like a little magic wand tells you where to proceed in a way or something. I don't know. That's how I like to think of it. It works for me. Dan Cave. Silence. Tamaru. This was the thingy, right? I forget. Yeah, okay, it does have the fire. I'll mark it as right. I got close enough, and I don't think it's really a kanji memorize. I mean, not memorize, but practice too much. Aggression to initiate an attack. Really, cow. I think that it was ushi. Shit. Hey. Oh, this is a livelihood. Yep. Copper. Default to drop. Dos. What you do? This one's very common. This one, one of these, for example, Erythra is one you should probably know. Because if it's not only used like as a kanji itself, it's used in other places. Like for the kanji writing of rakugaki, if you ever see stuff on Twitter. And I believe Ochitsuku is also from that. I may be wrong. Actually, yeah, let's check it out real quick. Ochitsuku. Yeah, see? To calm down. Ochitsuku. Yeah, cool to know, Radiance, Kagayaki. Kagayaki. This was to kick into the wind because it's not very relevant. I should have closed the door behind me. Oh well. To throw away, throw out, dispose. Okay, if I say throw away or throw out, and the word is dispose, is it really wrong? Like, I had the idea, right? The proper thought came into mind. I just couldn't put it a particular specific word that just so happened to be on this flashcard. But the idea is the same, right? I'm gonna mark it as right and no one can stop me. Poem, so words that go on forever. Poem. Oh yeah, no. Words that go on forever is recitation. The words that sound as confusing as if I was in a Buddha temple or something. It's the poem. Sure, again, I guess. Why not? This is like range. Oh. This is betsu, which is separate. You know? Betsuni. You probably heard betsuni, right? Not particularly, not especially. And the second meaning, as you can see there, is separately. Yep. It's if you ever hear read, if you ever see this in manga, it's betsuni. There's also tokubetsu, saying this is special and this is like different, so extraordinary, special, right? Kinda cool. Hanashi, tell, talk, yeah. Also, it's the verb hanas, to talk. Abbreviation, yeah. Patrol. Ooh, yeah, I like this one. Damn, patrol. Shit off. Yeah, frame. So, this kanji, if you ever learn it, you're probably gonna start seeing it way more often than you should, cause they use this for streams and stuff. At least VTubers. For example, a karaoke stream may as well be an with that frame. Except I don't know how to write it, and I never knew actually how to read it. So let's take this. We put uta. Utawaku. Yeah, but it's not a song frame. It's just like song stream, I guess. So yeah, it's interesting to know. It's one of those I didn't expect to use much frame, right? But then it's only, oh, I guess they do use it. stagnate. Yeah. Something like that. It's probably gonna be wrong. Oh yeah, you need this thing. Superfluous. Oh, this is leaf. This shows up often. This one's good to know. But yeah, leaf actually it's just that's just the other notebook. Perfect. It's better for doodles and stuff. So leaf, you have this radical for flower, because flower is, I forget exactly how flower is. I believe it's something like that. But radical for flower. Then you have the generation, and then you have tree, all combined into what is leaf. So you can think of this as in turning over a new leaf in your life or something. As in the flower goes to a big old tree or something. You can, instead of thinking of flower, you can think of a seedling, or something. Yeah, so interesting to know. See, little things that help you. Also, yeah, this leaf, ha or ba, depending on, shows up often. Okay, that is in fact study. Yeah. Jiku, which is like tram school. Yeah. Mellow. No, wait. Mellow. Yeah, I messed up. Because if you see, no, not Milo, Mellow. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the kanji that showed up, and this is the kanji I thought it was. Same big old radicals up top, you know, there's. But below, one has soil and the other has fire. Completely different things. But I messed it up. Status quo. Bam. Oh, this is hashi, right? For bridge, we saw it earlier. Frost. Yeah. This was what, like, but of course, condition, whatever. Weather, let me see. Katsu, like lively activity. You're probably gonna see this with either asakatsu, or because that's like morning activities, or some other. Whenever there's an activity, really, then add this katsu. There's also like seikatsu, like your daily life, or like your daily activities, your life activities in a way. It's an interesting one. I like it. Turning to. Was it that? No. Oh, right. Drip. Yes, okay. I'm gonna mark that one as correct. Even though I did mess up the radicals a little bit, since this radical shows up more, I think I'm okay, I'm good. This was like what, style? Yeah. Recitation. Okay, so we messed up this one for another earlier. Now these are the ones that go on forever. Yeah, there we go. About do it. Simple. There's also that. below. My in front, actually. Nice. Okay, are we gonna see everything regarding directions? No, not anymore. Because this is like newborn baby. Oh, yeah. A ball, yeah. Cape. Cape. Oh yeah. Must be that. Yeah. Okay. A bit scuffed, but it's there. Politics. I believe it was that. No. Close enough. It's this, and then it's okay. No. Lungs. I messed up the order in which I wrote the radicals, but I ended up with the complete correct kanji. It's just this for flesh, and then we got this for mark. Mawari, like a round circle, circumference here. Just so. Okay, now this is the one I was thinking of. Just so. Mori. Yep. Sure, it's a Mori. 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 Yep. Sure is. Subete. Oh, everything. Yeah. Tall. Takai. Chap. T. Eternity. A bit scuff, but it's there. Patrol. Wash. Focus. This one's cool because it's the kanji for skoshi, right? For a little bit. And then you have I. And it's like you're putting your something and you're trying to focus on it. Oh, that's how I like to think of it. Amaru. Silence. Character reading. Yeah, okay. That is character. Take along today. Yeah. Stream, river. Has to be gawa like this, because there's also this for river, which can be used for names or for mahjong and other stuff, but you're usually gonna see this for like a proper geographical river. But just in case. Oh, this is coin. Because this is zeni actually. And it's gold that is floating, or that at least the right part I associate with floating and stuff. So yes, gold that is floating around on the internet. Zeni. It's just a coin. So easy to remember that. So as a BAL network gamer, spam. This is like bright on the lightning. Akaru, right? Akarui. No, hold on. Akari to akarui. So, I mean, that's the light or illumination, and then akarui, like, oh, it's well lit. Okay. Poem. Oh yeah, the poem was the words I could not understand ever. Yeah, I mean, poetry is really not for me. Machi, City. Hello, Fudia. What's up? Yo, welcome. How's it going? Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. We're just here practicing some kanji for a little bit. Actually, it's about time we switch to the next set of flashcards in a bit. And then, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Hope everything's going well. Yeah, memorize. Stagnate. Okay, this is the that. Okay, very correct. Squishy. Like forehead. I messed up a little bit the ratio and ended up making the kanji way bigger, but that's that one. Yeah, kinda scuffed. Annoying. Oh. Urusai, although you're probably never gonna see it written as kanji. More in other places. Hachi. I mean, there's not much else to say about Hachi. Oh, this is skin or texture. Honhachi. Oh, Hirayatsu. Heihachi. Nani? Oh, Tekken. Oh, is that a character or something? I really don't know anything about Tekken. Destroy Kawas. No, Horobos. It's more like destruction or something. Sometimes I write these flashcards like pure ass, and then when I mess it up, I'm like, wait, how did I mess it up? Horobos. Come on. I'm gonna mark it as correct simply because I'm an idiot. Fit. Oh yeah. Okay. Damn. That's a lot of flashcards left. Man, if you ever slack on your flashcards, this happens. Let me close the door and move the light a bit closer so that maybe this gets a bit more light. And let's move on to the actual internet pickups, actual proper words I saw. And not so much just basic meanings out of Heisig Kanji. The Herald of Buddha is... What? What do you mean a fighting game character? I'm so lost. I'm so lost right now. Okay, let's move on to more internet pickups. Important, big deal. Daiji. GGL, Google if I can. Yeah, I mean, I know what Tekken is. I just don't know the name. 160p notes. No, do not open my... Hirayatsu. Heihachi. Tekken Heihachi. You know, you should probably have done that. Wow. Excuse you, game. I mean, game. Ah, there we go. Hey, Hachi. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because of Smash, when Tekken got the character in Smash, I sort of vaguely remember either someone talking about it in a video, maybe it was a video game donkey video about any Tekken game, or something. The man, the myth, the bad dad, yes. No, this or next time. Kondo. Kondo. Mushi. Insect. Yep. Do. It's like a counter for occurrences. Complete. Okay. Complete what? Surely it's not. Gansen. It's probably that. Gansen. Yeah. Gansen. What? Oh, Ganse. Yeah, no. So I did not mean. Yeah. I know it's also Ganse. I should probably add Kanji to the flashcards, which ironically enough I don't have yet. But yeah, Kanji. Actually, I have a memo in which I collect these words that I go picking up. Every time I see it, I hear it in anime or like see it on Twitter, I write a little memo on it, and they're on my phone, which I'm using to record the notes right now. So whenever I finally catch up with all the I'm gonna finally catch up with all the flashcards. I'll add all of those here to all that. Depends on the context. Yeah. Japanese context? Nah, dude. No way. Japanese don't use contextual language whatsoever. They would never. Man. Look, the man part looks very scuffed. Actually, both parts look very scuffed, but that's Ume, okay? That's Destiny. Kage. Like Shadow, like, yeah. New! Atarashi. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. Atarashi. Owaru, to end. Everyday life. Nichijou. Man, that's a fun anime to watch. Probably a fun manga too, if only I read manga. I don't know. Nichijou. Seeing for the first time, shocking. Again, if watching strips and stuff, shocking, very common. To say, there's a good special training. Tokkun. This is because of anime, yeah. But when the kanji used for Tokkun are so easy and are to remember for me, how do you expect me not to just say, screw it, I'm gonna learn it? Because you have a Toku of a special, right? Or different or extraordinary. We kind of saw it earlier with Tokubetsu. And then you see the words for instruction as like to follow stuff. Like special trains. Like, what, dude? It's so easy to learn. It may eventually come up in like a manga or something. So whatever. Screw you. I'm learning it. You can't stop me from learning nonsense. Okay. To save, to be saved. 助かる。助ける。So it looks very, and I mean very scuffed, okay, but it's kind of there. The idea is there, okay, the feeling is there, the sentiments. I'm gonna practice a little bit. Even I remember the radicals and how it looks, but it is in fact very scuffed. So that's good. So let's. I want to practice a little bit, just a little bit, real quick. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough. Genius, Tensai. This one is just because it's way too easy. Like 4 radicals and 4 strokes and 3 strokes. Come on. And like 10 is one of the easiest kanji. So, come on. There's a reason why Sai is used by a lot of people to indicate age, mostly like kids and stuff. Because you can use Sai for age, like right. That Sai usually it's where's this Sai for year? Is this the Sai for years? Is this the one that counts years? I mean, yeah, I guess it is. But yeah, see, this is complicated. Little kids cannot do that. So in elementary school, they instead teach them to say Sai, because it has the same breathing, this. And it has nuances that makes it close enough to that. But if you ever see a number and then this, Sai, it can be for like years old. Even though this is not the proper correct way to do it. Here, since we are proper adults, grown-ups here, and we should know proper Japanese, we should be using this, but, sorry, that one, thank you, god damn, I knew that one looked incorrect, but whenever yeah, because when I wouldn't show up on my Japanese keyboard, I swear, because there's like a million size, okay. There we go. Thank you. Arigato. But yeah, as you can see, it can also be that one. See, this is the one we're using right now for Tensai. But again, it can also kind of mean years old. But again, we're supposed to use this one, and we'll try to be using this one. We'll probably learn it on TM one of these days. But don't be surprised if you see this one. Yes, try not using it. Although I don't see why you would. Because if you ever type on a keyboard or on your phone, you can just see, oh, the hard one. Okay, I'll use it. You don't have to care about that one. But yeah, interesting little thing to notice. I learned that the other day on Ice stream. Sometimes, occasionally, Doki. Doki. This is for Hisashi. I kind of forgot the symbol for when it's the same kanji. I just kind of need to think of the katakana ma, basically. I mean, I'm not gonna mark up flashcard incorrect because I messed up the repetition kanji thing. Section, portion, and I messed up the radical order, but yeah. So in Aerother, you will probably see this on for clubs. Actually, for example, right now I'm watching Hyoka, or rewatching Hyoka. They're in the Kotenbu, and this bu is for the club, and then the other Koten is for like classics or something. Koten, yeah, Koten classic. See, there we go. So you have the bu and you have Kotenbu. Hey, this isn't that cool? Yeah. But also, bu is not only for clubs. It's just for any section or portion or something. Like, for example, you can put it with the kanji for everything, you know, or subete, and it becomes zenbu. Like, all the parts, all the things. Yeah. Bu. It's an interesting one to know. Comes up often. To bring along someone, tsureru. Yeah. Tsureru. To sleep, to fall asleep, nemuru. So I'm not talking about neru, which is to go to bed or something. It's just nemuru, which is your kanji, but I'm not seeing this flashcard in forever, unfortunately. So I believe I'm gonna. Yeah, I did mess it up. It looks close enough, except it really doesn't. I don't know how to do that one again, unfortunately. Oh, sama. This is like the super polite, you're above me suffix. Nemuru. Nemuru. Oh my god, I love this song! 02 is so good. This is the perfect song to practice Nemuru, I guess. Nemuru. Oh, okay, so I do that, and then okay, no, hold on. Kyaku, daisuki. I keep messing up when I'm going down. My brain thinks of going to the left, kind of like when we were doing these, right? Kind of when we were doing this, instead of doing the little tick up, right? As I should, I keep going to the left. And that's not how it goes. Is it for junior or non-skilled guy? You can piss him off. Wait. What? Exactly? Sama? Nemuru? Which one? What? I'm kind of lost. But I didn't like the idea of pissing someone off. Oh, cause you mean the sama? When like they're kind of like ironic. For example, there's this like really annoying girl or something, and they're like Ojo sama, right? They're trying to, yeah. Using it ironically, almost really, yeah. It reminds me, for example, in Haikyuu, one of the main characters, they kind of insult him by saying, "Oh, Sama, right? The king of the court, the one that doesn't bend to anyone," or something like that. And they use this Sama almost instantly. Yeah. You're right. Good. Yoi. Yoi. But yeah, usually you think of yoi, this as E. Good is E, but the official kanji is this one, yoi. And it is common to see it as well, mostly because whenever you conjugate E, it's with yo. That's yoshitsu. Good quality, fine. But yeah, no, it's come on, it's important to know it. Also, the thing is, when learning taberu, right, and this is basically yoi. The same thing kind of happened with like bangohan or stuff, right? Or num, or like a bunch of things. This small yoi will show up as a radical in a bunch of other places, and even for gin, for silver, right? Well, not quite exactly the same, but yeah. So at one point, at some point, you're like, yeah, sure, I'll learn yoi. Yeah, gohan, right? Han. Meshi. Yeah. When it by itself, you just read it as meshi. Good point. I'm not too good at multiple readings yet, because I learn everything I learned it on a specific context. Actually, hold up a little bit. Oh no, so I have this extension that maybe you don't see. That if I hold shift, it shows up, gives me that dictionary thing. Right? It's called Yomi-chan. I also have the extension Rikai-kun, but like this one is just better. Someone recommended it to me, and it like even shows me the pitch accent. It shows me a bunch of readings, meanings, and I believe how it's read on a name even. For surname and Nemuri, for female name Min, right, or Nene. See, it's pretty cool. Pretty good extension, really helpful, and I can use it on chat because chat is also on the browser. Those are super. The extension is super helpful, as you can see. By the way, this is ugaku, to move. This. Okay, so this seemed like a really hard kanji, but it's just a blast to write. I don't know why it's so fun. Whee, ugaku. It's fun to. Sometimes some kanji are just kind of fun to. Go with and write them, and I don't know why it's so fascinating and fun. Reason, Ryu, elder sister. What? Onesan? Honey. What about that? It should be. I messed up the kanji, the radical order, but it is this. Honey. What about Imoto? So Imoto is also with woman, but instead you use this Imoto. This is Imoto, this is Ane. Cool. The one I don't know how to properly write yet is Ototo, because I do know how to do Ani, or Oni-san. But Ototo is a bit complicated. Shimai. Yeah, I should probably also learn either Shimai or Kyodai or something. Ryu. But again, there's only so many kanji I can be learning at once. I already have like 200 flashcards a day. So, slowly but surely we'll get there. Ryu. Amayadori. This is to take shelter from the rain. I learned this at this days because whenever I go on Twitter during Tsuyu, alright, during the rainy season, there's gonna be a bunch of illustrations or pictures where like there's like a couple or something taking shelter from the rain, right? Stuff like that. So it comes up so often that I was like, well, yeah, I guess I'll learn it. And then yado is actually to take shelter or to an inn or something. Some of them in my non-Japanese can't even write. Well, to be fair, the problem with a Heisig kanji book like here is it's trying to teach you every single kanji. But it's trying to teach you like the basic meaning. Then it has Heisig kanji, remember the kanji 2, where you actually try to learn the reading and the proper meaning. But it's just a fun way to learn stuff, even though the meaning that shows up here may not be the actual one that is used later on, right? But it's just fun. It's just fun, dude. I like it. I have a lot of fun. Before my. And if you put a no in front of it, you can be rude. Let's go. Oh my. Started. Hoshi. Yeah, Hoshi. Matsu, to wait. Haru. Spring. There we go. Aratamete. Once again, you're trying to reaffirm something. Ship, boat, fune. I'm pretty sure I got this from like One Piece or something. Or if not, Twitter. And I know it has this, okay? I know it has this radical, but I'm pretty sure something else goes here, and it's not that, and I forget exactly what it is. It's that. Okay, I almost had it. Ship, boat. Ship is fune, which is that, and just that is boat. Okay. Actually, we can look it up real quick because of the size. Oh, did I ship both? Oh, because I put both words. Yeah. It's like saying yeah. Okay. I put ship, and that happened. Good job, Dallas. Good job. Let's actually use fune, please. Fune. Hi. Oh, are both red fune? Yeah, both are red fune. Interesting. Hold on. Wait, is it actually the radical for 8 and mouth? Because if then I got it right, except I just kind of butchered the 8. I thought it may have been the one for 9, but yeah, no, 9 is not. It's not overlapping. Man, that's so weird. Should I mark it as correct or incorrect? I don't even know. Because I technically got the important part, right, which is this. Correct. Let's mark it as correct. Because now that we've been discussing and talking about how like, it could be ship or boat depending on the size and like how different, I don't think I'll be forgetting anytime soon. Benko, my guy, welcome. Shite. How's it going? Ohayo gozaimasu. How's it going? Good morning, dude. How's it going over there in Korea? Long time no see, my guy. It's good to see you again. To fall asleep. We had this one earlier, and I messed it up. That's why it's showing up again. There we go. Konbanwa. Hey. Konbanwa. Yes, correct. I said good morning, but it's night for you. It's only morning for me. My local time is right here, by the way. It's kind of scuffed as... You're getting ready to leave. Are you time to sleep, I guess? Jeans, this is like life, human life here. Chikai, close. Oh, wait, you're moving again? Yo, where are you moving? Where are you going? Oh, has it really been a year? You're going back to Germany. Europe, nice. In Germany, you'll be closer. You'll be able to join more races and stuff. Because the time difference is not gonna be as brutal as I just woke up and it's super early. And right there, I mean, Korea has the exact same time as Japan, right? So it should be 11 p.m. In fact, when I woke up, I saw Time Link running BN2 and he's German. Makaseru, to leave it to someone, to trust someone, yeah. Zenzen, not at all. Or completely. You haven't been running BN at all? Yeah, same. I'm trying to come back into it because it's winter break. I just started my winter break just yesterday. So I'm trying to stream some more and I wanted to practice Japanese. 冬休みだから、毎日配信できる or something like that. I don't know, dude. I know a lot of useless kanji, and then when I try to put words together, it just won't happen, and I hate it. But this is fun. 毎日配信 seems good. It's fun. It's a really good incentive to wake up at 7 a.m. as much as I hate it. But with coffee, everything is okay. Oh, I still have some coffee. Let's go. Oh, she, man. Coffee. Kanji. You don't like kanji? Oh, it's so fun to write, dude. Oh, it's strong. 強い。ちょっと待って。これと。Yeah, I think that's not quite right. I'm pretty sure it's only like... Oh, okay. It's this. For sure it's that. No, I got it right the first time. Tsuyoi. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna mark it as right because I got it right the first time. Damn it. No one can stop. You hate kanji, it's so hard? It depends on how you go about it. I honestly find it really fun to write and all that, so I'm obviously biased. That's why, I mean, I cannot recommend the Heisig kanji book, and as well as a lot of practice and reading and all that. But I can understand that you may not like it. If anything, you should at least practice recognition so that when you're typing on a keyboard or on your phone or something, and you type something that has like 3 or 5 kanji options, you know which one to choose. Tanjoubi. Wait. It's Tanjoubi. Sure. I just leave it in hiragana or ramaji. Yeah. Ah, right. I forgot the say part for well, we're doing it again. Ningen, human being. Natural, original, obvious. Oh, this is for atarimae, not necessarily tos and. Because when I think of something that's like tos and right, natural, right, proper. But this is for atarimae, which is tari. I will never forget that one Oh, it's also ta outside. Tarimai. Mark, that's correct. You cannot stop it. Akeru to open, right? Yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, we'll never forget that One Piece scene. It's early on. I don't do not talk about One Piece. I don't like it, but it's early on. It's like the first 100 episodes. It's on the shark thingy before the Grand Line with Nami. You know, well, this the one scene where Luffy goes bam and like or something like that. Yeah, yeah, so that's closed and open, and I know Akeru to open. But for close, to close, I always kind of forget simply because I didn't make a flashcard. God damn. Okay, fine. To close. Oh my God! Can you not? Thank you, Shimeru. Tojiru. By the way, this is the hand. Woo! Like this. There it is. Here, Kiku. Kiku is fun because it's just like these, and then you put Mimi ear inside, and that's it. I really like writing Mimi for no particular reason. I just kind of like doing those strikes. Fuku, for like clothing and stuff. So nandomo me no mae no koeru sa so nandomo. Oh yeah. Black Clover opening 12, by the way. If anyone is curious, Ikiru, Umareru. And a bunch of other readings, like say, Ushiro, behind, or Ato, for later. So, yeah, or more to think. Or what more like to think is to have that opinion that you think something in a way. Like, I think this is cool. Right? This one. I think that's how it goes. I'm pretty sure. Or at least that's the context I've seen it on. Hashiru. No, I cannot really use elf shots because I know hiragana. Excuse you, gamer. I'm better than that. I know where to go. Half the time. Glad, please. Ureshi. Hey, I remember Ureshi. Even though it has a bunch of like radical stuff. Ureshi. So it looks very scuffed because it's tiny and the radicals are like small, but you're gonna have to trust me on that one. Oboeru to memorize. Tensai. Genius. Much like me. Just kidding. I'm no genius. To think, kangaeru. And I always forget kangaeru. And it goes something like, you know, you do this, something, then something else happens, and then you do like the line there, and you have kangaeru. Yeah, that's, yep. I'm gonna have to learn it again. Kangaeru. Kangaeru. It's not kangaeru, it's kangaeru. The pitch drops. The very end. I do like looking at pitch accent, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not replicating it properly or correctly, and I'm probably gonna end up mispronouncing or misspeaking things anyway. But I do like paying attention to it and being a bit mindful of it. I don't expect to speak properly like a Japanese person or super amazingly, but I do like being mindful of it and trying to at least imitate or replicate a bit of that, so that I don't have confusion with like ame and ame or hashi and hashi, right? At the very least, I'd like to be able to do that. Even if it may end up sounding a bit too forced, like ha shi or ha shi. You used to troll your wife like that? Did you? That sounds funny. She would get so mad. It's not Inu. Inu. Man, that sounds funny. Nice. Oh, it's that, and then you do the thing. Come on, or come on. Wait, what? I don't even know that word. School gate. Okay, let's see. Come on, and then oh my god. Wait. Yeah, it does change the meaning, huh? But the thing is, it has the same pitch accent pattern, does it not? Hold up. Hold up. Cool. So, yeah, see? Oh, wait. It has the same accent. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it has the same pitch accent pattern. So it's okay. Let's just stop with the common, and let's just go back to Kanji. Man, I'm such a child when it comes to stuff like that. Pee pee poo poo. Naming Lance Peepness. I don't know, dude. Okay, so let me explain. Actually, there's a little bit of a reasoning for that. I have a little brother that is like 9 years younger than me. So even though when he was like 5 and I was like 14, we'd still make a bunch of those jokes and stuff like that. And we never really grew past it because it kept going back and forth between us, in a way. And like here we are, he's like 13, I'm 22, and we keep saying pee pee poo poo to each other on Discord DMs every day. Dude. Okay. Wait. Nice. Smooth, dude. Very smooth. Oh, okay. So it's soil. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I cannot remember how I was remembering Kangeru. 10. Heavens. Boring, interesting. Tsumaranai. You're probably not gonna write this with kanji. I'm pretty sure. Tsumaranai. Yeah. But the tsumari and the tsumari and this kanji just, I don't know. I learned it. I was like, I kind of want to use it. Made the flashcard to pray. Oh, inoru. You know how to treat a lady? You sure? Do you? Teach me one day. Inori. I remember. Inoru. I'm pretty sure on the flashcard it's written as Inori because I did. Oh no, it's actually as Inoru. Okay, Inori is a prayer. Inoru is to pray. To cry. Naku. Akari, like lit. Well, lit. It's about the lightning, right? Yeah. Illumination. Kansen, we saw it earlier for like complete. What out to laugh. Call out to Yobu. I will never forget. I don't know if you guys have seen Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter, whatever you want to call it. And during the first, I don't know how many episodes, there's like this thing talking about the hunters, and then the narrator ends up, Hunter to Yobu, right? Like they're called hunters. I will never forget that. Hunter to Yobu. Let me write it a bit more cleanly, except not very much. Yeah, cool. To move, Ugaku. Hey. That was just too fun to write. I just had to do it. Let's probably end the flashcards here for today. As fun as they are. Let's actually try to learn some proper Japanese and proper grammar. See, this is probably gonna be something Binkle knows better and stuff like that. Okay, so yes, yeah, let's, as I like to do, let's do a quick. Sorry about that. Nanji desu ka? 今は9時45分 something like that. Zelda, what about Zelda? Oh yeah, this is my Japanese notebook. Isn't it awesome? Like, I'm 9時45分 9時 9 o'clock 45 something like that. I don't know. I was trying to say 9:45. I don't know, dude. I tried, but yeah, like my mom bought this for me and my brother. It's one. So you have a Japanese keyboard. Haha, nerd. Look, boy, I got him. Oof, damn. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. I've always kind of like treasured this notebook. Reminds me of my little brother. The game is awesome. It looks sick as hell, and if you see with the lightning, it has these little effects and stuff. It's awesome. So yeah, here's all the grammar we've seen so far. Compound sentences. Actually, yesterday we saw compound sentences. You got a previously custom keyboard from MMBN themed. Holy shit! Pictures. Where is it on Twitter? Let's all look it up real quick. You never used Twitter. Fuck. Worth a shot. Is it on Discord then? I wanna see it. You must show me, dude. Show me. Anyway, yesterday we went slowly and we didn't have much time to study grammar. So we only got to see compound sentences. And also, everything that we're studying from here on, I'm new to. Oh, Jamik! Thanks for watching, dude. Thanks for hanging out. 見に来てくれてありがとうございます。お仕事頑張れ。頑張ってください。You're going to work, right? So good luck at work, dude. That's basically what they said. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, dude. Jimmy, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you later. I mean, work. Yeah, such. So we saw compound sentences yesterday. Check my Discord. Yo, that's pretty sweet. Oh, like, yeah, everyone has the little Rockman EXE zone, you know, the little Mega Man thing for Oh, that's so cool. Yo, that's sick. Nice. Like, it's thin enough that it looks very cool, but not enough that it looks very busy or very annoying. And it looks clean and it's black, so even if you get shit on it, it's gonna be hard to see. Sick. Yeah. No, I noticed the font first thing, honestly. I was like, whoa, that's being fun. Yeah, let's look at the compound sentences that we saw yesterday. So we saw that to connect some nouns together, we're gonna have to. Oh no, this is for verbs. Then we go. This is for nouns. Okay, compound sentences. We're gonna have to conjugate them. So we conjugate the noun or adjective. Then we're gonna, use them together. And then the final one is not conjugated, but usually it's just conjugated to its normal form, whatever it is. And the entire phrase or sentence will be on the tense of the last noun or adjective. Your only regret is not adding a touch of yellow. Yeah, actually, now that you say, yeah, it could have been pretty cool. Or like yeah, because the red is there on the escape, and that's pretty cool, but the yellow is not. I conjugated the last one and indicates the tense. So for nouns and not adjectives and with that are not conjugated or anything, I just kind of like that. So itampeki becomes that was ippanteki, right? Ippanteki becomes just ippanteki de, and shizuka becomes shizuka de. It was ippanteki. Cool. Then for adjectives and negative noun or adjectives that end in e, you replace the e with kute, and it becomes semakute, kanoyo janai, kanoyo janakute. Again, it always gets conjugated with yo instead, so yokute. Alright. So as an example, 私の部屋は綺麗で静かでとても好き. So my room is clean, silent, and I really like it. Right, I like. Another example is 彼女は学生じゃなくて先生だ. Yep. It's easy to differentiate from the de particle because context. Again, context. You're gonna get some sleep. Okay. Good luck. 見に来てくれてありがとうございます。おやすみなさい。How about a good one, dude? Take care. See you around. So, yeah. And then with verbs, the same happens. The tense, again, is determined by the tense of the last verb for the entire sentence. Right. Yeah, actually, so earlier I said the noun and everything is determined by the last one. No, that's for verbs. As you can see here, for nouns it doesn't matter. So here, janakute is negative, but since it's just normal stated, so it doesn't really necessarily matter. My bad. Bad explanation. Well, thankfully this is only a review, and yesterday night we explained it properly. Yay. So for verbs, let's see, positive verbs, you just conjugate the verb to its past tense first and foremost, and then the da or da becomes te or de, and that's called the te form, right? So for example, tabeta, tabete, shita, shite, asonda, asonde. Then for negative, it's the same for as e adjectives. You replace the e for kute. So tabenai, tabenakute, nomanai, nomanakute, ikanai, ikanakute. Right. And then if you're trying to use the polite form and des and must, you basically like if there were normal verbs or nouns, verbs actually, you put them in the past. So there's deshita and mashita, and then the ta from there goes to te. So you can say deshite and kaemashite. So let's some examples where 食堂に行って昼ご飯を食べて昼寝をする or をした、right? The tense changes only because of the last verb. And then for formal, as you can see, 時間がありまして映画を見まして So as you can see, everything is in polite form. Cool. And that's all really we saw, unfortunately, yesterday. I know it's not much, but I barely had time. And we're going slowly because I'm trying to make, as you can see, I'm trying to make some really clean notes, right, marked with different colors and stuff, and make them as clear as possible for me. If I ever need to share this notebook with someone, even. And I like to be consistent, so I took a little while making those notes. Let's actually switch to this. Yeah. Let's continue our studies of combining sentences and stuff. Expressing reason or causation using kara and node. First of all, let's look at the vocabulary. まずはvocabulary ってなんだっけvocabulary 単語かこれか vocabulary Of course this is a thing. Of course it is. Damn katakana, damn English. 新しい言葉をwhat was it to learn? I believe. No, this is to take lessons. Yeah, let's just go with new words. Anyway, 時間、yep, ある、yep, パーティー、や、行く、はい、友達、プレゼント、来る、なんか、どうして、山田、一郎、yeah, this one I didn't know, but because it's a first name, I'm not too fond of writing on my vocabulary list names. Yeah, 一郎、直子、なるほど。ちょっと忙しい、そろそろ。Yeah. 失礼。I don't think I actually have 失礼 everything. I mean, する、逆性、お金、ここ、静か、とても、穏やか。Yeah, I did not have 穏やか。And I already know. There's no way 失礼 is not here yet. Is there? That should be right. No, it's not. Okay, so 失礼と穏やかは死んだ言葉。Or something. I don't know. Dude, sometimes I try. Actually, I'll be right back. I kind of need to do something, and by something I mean toilet. トイレに行きたい。ちょっと待ってね、みんな。すぐ戻る。ちょっと待って。 ただいま。ただいま。うるさい。漢字面白いか？なんでしょう。調べましょう。うるさい。この漢字か。これをもう知ってる。火と頭みたい。これ何？Fly for 5 months? Oh, May flies. Dude, I used to live on the country road, basically. On the outskirts, it was. And next to some plantation, there used to be a lot of trees. And they gave me a lot of allergy. It was kind of bad. But, there used to be, I used to kill, I kid you not, with one of these little things, 40 flies a day. As a 9-year-old kid, that was my hobby. I'd go around in May and June and sort of fly, killing flies. Those aliens. Okay, so 続きましょう。一例の漢字。まず、はい。Must flies in May. Yeah. うるさい。Sure. Sure? Yeah. That first show came out weird, but yeah. 失礼。失礼。うるさい。So, go get to mushy thingy. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Fun stuff. See, learning kanji is so interesting. No, kanji 面白くない？ Damn. Shit. Impolite discourtesy, or a bunch of other things. Basically, what you don't want to be in Japan. Or too Japanese, really. Odayaka. Calm, quiet, gentle, peaceful. Odayaka.
穏やか。
なるほど。Calm, quiet, gentle, peaceful. Calm and peaceful, yeah, that sounds about right. It's that the authority, the heart. Okay. Once you know radicals, it becomes pretty intuitive. Like that. I made it too separate. This blank space should not be there. But it was my first time drawing the kanji, so I will have to do. For that. Yaka. Calm and peaceful. Chitsureo is, I'll put it as rude or discourtesy as well. I basically get the meaning behind it, but there's no good solid one-word translation or definition that we can do. Ononoko wa odayaka na hito ga suki desu. Makes sense. That's right. I got the point. As a student that barely knows any myself, I cannot tell you if that's correct or not. But I got the point. I did. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, I could say sex is common in plant. Do those even exist? I'd be like a jerk, but no. I do not think that was a joke, by the way. Please don't cancel me, okay? Did not mean that. But there are people that do think like that. Yeah. If they're calm, cool, and collected, it's kind of relaxing in a way, right? It depends, of course. I mean, if you mean for a girlfriend something, obviously. If you're just watching a VTuber or something, it's probably more interesting if they're overexcited about stuff, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We learned the words. So we were learning kara. No, de. Not necessarily no de. Just no de. So you can connect two complete sentences using kara to indicate a reason for something. The two sentences are always ordered reason kara result. When the reason is a non-conjugated noun or non-adjective, you must add da to explicitly declaring the reason in the form of noun non-adjective dakara. If you forget to add the declarative da to kara, it will have sounded like the kara meaning from, which was first introduced in the section on particles earlier. Now, if you don't use da for noun or non-adjectives, it will sound wrong. So kara or dakara. So basically, we can say something like 日本語が好きだから毎日勉強します。Right? Remember that ski is an adjective. So, hey. Now let's look at some examples real quick. 時間がなかったからパーティーに行きませんでした。There was no time, so I didn't go to a party. 友達からプレゼントが来た。So we didn't use the that, so it became present came from friend. Then it gives you another example that this on a very weird and awkward sentence of 友達だからプレゼントが来た。これはちょっと変ですよね。A person came because the person is friend. Yeah, it sounds odd, but like basically, maybe there's a context in this what could this could apply, I guess, but there's probably better ways to say it. I mean, either the reason or the result can be omitted if it's clear from the context. In the case of polite speech, you will treat kara just like a regular noun and add this. So let's see the example. どうしてパーティーに行けませんでしたか？時間がなかったからです。Because there was no time. So this is like the omitted version of 時間がなかったからパーティーに行けませんか？行きませんでした。Right? But instead, we just take out all of that because given the context is very obvious, so we just say 時間がなかったからです。For 山田さん、忙しいです。忙しいですよね。かわいそう。頑張って、山田さん。続きましょう。Next example. パーティーに行かなかったの？時間がなかったから。はい。敬語つかなかった。No need to use 敬語 here. No need to use this. We just end up with から。時間がなかったから。When you omit the reason, you must include the declarative that or this. So, for example, 時間がなかった。だからパーティーに行かなかったの？だからパーティーに行かなかったの？ So, even though you omitted the reason, you still need to use だから。Always. From what I get here, it's always. So, だから, as in because, and then you say the other thing. Makes sense? Makes sense, right? Okay. Can you... Yeah, okay. Notice that we could have also used the explanatory no to express the same thing. In other words, Yamada-san could also say, 時間がなかったのです。時間がなかったのです。Or 時間がなかったんです。Okay, that sounds more okay. When it says no, it was a bit がなかったんです。Well, Naoko could have said 時間がNaoko could have said 時間がなかったの. Well, assume she wants to use the more feminine form. Yeah. In fact, this is where no they possibly came from. Let's say you want to combine two sentences, 時間がなかったのだ and パーティーに行かなかった. Remember, we can treat the no just like a noun, so we can use what we learned in the first sentence, the first section of this lesson. When someone say 時間がなかった, there's always another reason in Japanese. That sounds about right. So 時間がなかったのだと, with パーティーに行かなかった becomes 時間がなかったのでパーティーに行かなかった. So basically, I didn't go to the party. No, because I didn't have time. I didn't go to the party. Wait. In fact, no, there is almost okay. In fact, no, there is almost interchangeable with kara with a few subtle sentences. With a few subtle differences. Kara explicitly states that the sentence preceding is the reason for something, while node is merely putting two sentences together. The first with explanatory tone. This is something we call causation, where X happened, therefore Y happened. This is slightly different from kara, where Y happened explicitly because X happened. The difference tends to make node sound softer and slightly more polite, and it's favored over kara when explaining a reason for doing something that is considered discourteous. ちょっと忙しいのでそろそろ失礼します。I'm a bit busy, so I'll be making my leave. Yeah, here it's explaining 失礼します, which literally means I'm doing a discourtesy. It's commonly used as a polite way to make your leave or disturb someone's time. Yeah, so 失礼します. 失礼します. Right. I've heard this a lot. This is a pretty good explanation for what it is. So I don't think I have to elaborate on this anyway at all. Reminder, don't forget that the explanatory no requires a na for both non-conjugated nouns and adjectives. So, 私は学生なのでお金がないんです。これは事実ですけどそれは私は大学生なのでお金がないです。全くI feel this is me in this book and I don't like it. Okay, stop it. ここは静かなので、とても穏やかです。穏やかです。なので、友達に会う時間がない。 So let's say something happened that you mentioned, or given the context is obvious, なので友達に会う時間がない。悲しいね。Just highlight the explanatory no can be shortened to in the speech. The no de can be changed to de because it's easier to slur the ones together rather than pronouncing the o syllable. So this is probably what it's more you'll probably see in practice a little bit more. Although no de I have heard. I wouldn't say quite often. It's just it doesn't sound wrong when I hear no de. 時間がなかったんで、パーティーに行かなかった。ここは静かなんで、とても穏やかです。なんで友達に会う時間がない。It's probably better to use another day here. I mean, given the context, if you're trying to explain someone on a one-on-one conversation and you're talking about this and some reason, then this, given the context, is probably be obvious. But the fact that it's nande, kind of like nande for the why, can be a little bit weird, at least for me, coming from the outside. But then again, context. I say context, wonderful. Context. Context. Does context matter? Context. Everyone got the context. Context for context. You say context for the context for context. I'm just gonna stop saying context. I don't even know what I'm saying. Well, let's take some moments. ノート書きましょう。はい。I like to highlight stuff kara to indicate the reason for something. With reason kara result. So for non-conjugated noun or non-adjective, you must add that. Yep. And here are some examples. Either the reason or the result can be omitted if it's clear from the context. Let's stop. From here, what I like to think is no des merely putting two sentences together, and the first one is explanatory tone. Kara, where it happened explicitly. No de sounds softer. I think those are like the important key points, because right. Yeah, so this is causation. I'll highlight both, I guess. Even though it may start looking a little bit busy in this paragraph, I believe what's being taught here is kind of important. Explanatory noun requires a noun. Yep. No. And then I'll just highlight that because I know where it comes from. That S I don't want. Thank you. I don't want that S. Stop it. Like I go from just barely highlighting to an entire S. Is okay, dude. Sure. Now I'm in highlight mode and I don't know how to stop it, but it's okay because I scroll using 2 fingers on my laptop thingy. Anyway. So let's write the recent organization. You can use for friends, casual, informal. Yeah. That makes sense. Should you, so if you're trying to use Gego and you're in a formal situation, should it always be no de? In that case then? Or does it not matter? Connected with reason, kara, reason. Kara. So. For nouns and adjectives, not conjugated. That. Where's my highlighter? No. Recent kara result. And then that for nouns, no adjectives, non-conjugated. Keeping the notes clean. Man, I like making good notes. It's just, it takes a while, but Japanese is something I care about, and it's something I'm studying on my own time, literally. So I can afford to be slow and take notes however I please. It does make me understand things better, and sometimes I overlook something, and by being like this, I catch it. Oh, you're learning English from my notes. 日本人ですか？はい。知らなかった。Cool. Well, glad. Actually, I too watch like streamers or VTubers that are like learning English from that, since they're constantly translating English in Japanese. It does help. The pronunciation is very good. Arigato. そんなに良くないと思いますけど、頑張ります。スペイン語の pronunciation, it's very similar. The Spanish way of saying things, especially the ra, cara, it's very, very similar. The only sounds that are not in Spanish are za, chi, zu, ze, zo, do, ja, ji, ju, je, whatever. Yeah, because there's in Spanish there's no distinction between ya and ja. There's only an in between, something like llamar, right? It's not really ya and it's not really ja. So that took me a while to learn. Also, I did learn from anime. I've been watching anime for the past anime from the past 8 years. And then in 2020, I jumped into the VTuber hype train. No. 2020年いっぱい VTuber を見た。いっぱいホロライブとか。yeah. Yeah. I mean that's it. But streamer stuff, I don't know. I just absorb all the content. Right? I take a lot of input and stuff. Like I watch normal streamers as well. Sometimes I even sat down and watched. There's this channel. What is it? Wesa News, right? I don't know. One day I put it in for like 20 minutes. I'm like, sure, let's try listening. But yeah, I just try to imitate. The problem is intonation or pitch accent, right? I believe Japanese call it intonation for pitch accent. Can be hard because I'm not very used to it. Especially with long words. If it's a short word like ame and ame, or hashi or hashi, right? That's short, fine. I can sort of do that. But if it's like a long word like chitsure, it can be a bit tricky. And I never. The problem is I never get any feedback, and I never say if I'm saying things correct. I'm just trying my best to imitate what I think the change in pitch would be. Yeah. This 続きましょう。I'm doing pretty well. ありがとう。嬉しい。Also, by the way, if you ever feel like I'm saying something wrong or something, you can straight up just tell me. I have a friend that over the past years, he kept correcting me on stuff on English. Mostly because he likes it, but also because he thinks it's helpful and all that. It's a really cool dynamic. So that's how I got better at English. No. 私はスペイン人 by the way. Cool little fact. Pretty interesting. Yeah, you can tell. Okay, cool. From Spain. Hi. I also live in South America, so I speak both types of Spanish. There's Spanish from Spain and Spanish from South America. It's completely different. So I speak both. There's a lot of words and nuances and way of saying things that you catch on. Yeah, it's kind of like England and America. The English is a bit different. Some words are different, right? Some things can change. Well, kind of like that, except like every country in Latin America has its own little things. So you just kind of have to catch on a lot of generic things that, for the most part, overall the countries are kind of different. It's funny how that works. Where was I at? Yeah, examples for kara. Well, I guess I'll write that the reason or the result can be omitted. Either the reason or the result can be omitted. Nice. Yep. I like writing all my notes for a thing like kara, saying, oh, it's recent kara result. You have to add da for noun or non adjectives. They can be omitted, and polite form still applies, and all that. And then put 2 or 3 examples instead of like a thing example, a thing example, a thing example. Both ways of taking notes or making notes are okay. I felt like, but this is just how I prefer to do it usually. It's more like, oh, I wanna make sure I didn't miss anything. Writing is the best way to learn Japanese. It's just the fastest. Nice. A lot of people ignore it or try not to do it because it seems very, very hard. No. Kanji. みんなは漢字は難しすぎると思う。すぎと思う。Something like that と思う。I don't know. Try. But yeah, people do think that it's way too hard, way too complicated. But I personally enjoy it a lot. I have a lot of fun with it. And the amount of nuances and little things and meaning you can find in things is fascinating, really. Also, there's a little bit of story. When I was in middle school, I was like 10 years old. Actually, I took some Chinese classes. We had the option to learn French or Chinese. And actually, my class was the first generation that was given that option. And I went for Chinese, and I actually had to learn some kanji and some stuff like ni hao or xie xie, stuff like that. I actually learned how to write back then. Chinese more complicated, yeah. I don't remember anything but ni hao and xie xie. Unfortunately, it's been too long, and I never went back to it. If native people write 24/7 when they learn kanji, nice. Hey, it makes sense. Like, I remember watching a video about, what was it, from the Japanese man. No, that's thank you. Arigato. シェシェはありがとう。中国で。中国語で。Yeah. I also remember, I think putawara is like Portugal in Chinese, and I thought it was really funny as a kid because it has a bad word in Spanish. And I was 10. Yeah. What was I? Yeah, formal. I don't think I need to put the formal thing. Yeah, if it's the reason that's omitted. You have to add that or this. That or this must be added. Well, I'm pretty sure on the past 5 to 10 minutes I have some thoughts that I started talking about and I left incomplete. Oh well, whatever. Streaming can be hard. Okay, now that I put everything from that on kara on dakara, let's write some examples. I usually like to look at these, but sometimes I do come up with my own. Actually, let's use 日本語が好きだから毎日勉強します。Also, should it be like ですから because I'm trying to use 敬語 or is it just 好きだから勉強します something like that. I believe it should only be at the end, right? Given how 敬語 was taught to me earlier on. 私も毎日英語を勉強しています。ああ、いいね。偉い。頑張ってください。一緒に頑張りましょう。Hopefully that came across as right. I think so. Yeah, let's put a quick example. 日本語が好き just highlight it with red a little bit. I like when doing examples on red, marking what I just learned or something of importance. 好きだから、毎日。That's a very scuffed ma, but we'll go with it. 毎日。日本語好きだから毎日勉強します。Should I add a particle for 毎日 or can I just say 毎日勉強します。勉強しています。I don't know. Man, particles can be hard. Sometimes I don't know if I should use them or not, or which one, if I should. I'll just put it. Look, I'll leave a little bit of blank space in between just in case. But I don't think it's hard. そうですよね。What was I doing? Oh yeah, 日本語が好きだから毎日勉強します。今日I put shimas. I'm pretty sure shittemas is like another conjugation I've not seen yet, right? Sulu ni must have to desire just such. It's probably somewhere around here. If not here. Oh my god. I'm just gonna write shimas because it's the knowledge I have so far. Thank you, shimas. If then there are better ways to express these. Nice database. Well, this is the entire book. Basically, I have the PDF. Everything does come from the site, though. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot and a lot of grammar. This is like the grammar guide. This is why I'm using it. I've been told that when I was looking for resources, this one kept coming up over and over. I like it. So far, I've been learning things and understanding them, no problem. And I like the approach he has with like using kanji and hiragana and not using any romaji and being like, here's how grammar works instead of like, here's how you can say stuff, kore wa pendes, the classic. I don't like that approach. Although I do have the Genki books. We could do those at some point. Let's actually, I do have 2 more books actually. So I have the Genki series, right here. So I do have this, right? It is here. Stuff like, hey, ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, all that stuff that it's basic, I'll learn, but I've watched enough anime to know that already. And I also have another resource. What was it? Tobira. Tobira. Which is a bit more advanced. Although I thought this was pretty interesting. So, 下の世界地図のシルエットの中で日本がどこにあるかわかりますか？自分の国土はどうですか？探してをつけなさい。どこだろう？どこだ？わかんねえ。It's interesting to know. I'm not used to seeing such a map. こんな地図を珍しいと思います。だからusually the center of the map of the world in the map is Europe, with America being on the west and Japanese being at the eastmost area. So I've been here, and like around here sometimes. Fun stuff. This can be like a very interesting book to learn with, but I'd rather do the entire grammar guide. Because I went over this book a little bit yesterday on prefectures. I don't know prefectures stuff. And it was like, yeah, there's a lot of things I could learn from here, but it's probably best to go through this after doing the grammar guide. And maybe after doing the grammar guide, a lot of these things are like very common and very normal. I already know them. But if we had to go, I don't think going faster through a book I already know is necessarily a bad thing. 子供の日、七夕、七夕、いいね。ひな祭り。はいはいはい。I know about all of these. Well, Tanabata appears in anime a lot. Stuff like that. Okay, let's go back to grammar, shall we? Man, I love Zero too. 日本語で6万0 2かなでしょ Because I know Battle Network is Rockman, because normal Mega Man is just Rockman. I've never really seen Zero. But yeah, Zero 2 is my favorite Zero game. Super fun. Oh yeah, examples, yeah. 日本語が好きだから毎日練習します。An example of the omission. I think this one is pretty okay to use as an example of omission. 時間がなかったから時間がなかったからです。Yeah, because there was no time. Uh, 時間がなかったからです。So this is an example of using keigo, omission of the reason, I mean not the reason, omission of the result, because it should already be given from the context. I could do an example of Nakara pate ni ikanakatta no, right? Where the reason is omitted. Whoa, I did not want to do that. Oh, by the way, Buddha-san, no. First of all, how would you like me to call you? A second, about these translations that are down here, they're not the best. Butchan. なるほど。Butchan. Okay, so Butchan, make sure that these translations sometimes are like they're very literal in terms of like they just take the very Japanese concept and translate it very literally into English, even though in English it sounds off and weird and unnatural. And it does it so that the reader, the learner, the student thinks in Japanese rather than trying to constantly going back and forth translating. So they can be a bit awkward. So if you are trying to learn or practice English, be careful with these translations. The explanations, however, they're in proper English. It's just using proper English to explain things. But the translation of the examples can be a bit awkward. And even more so when I do them and I try to say them out loud, right? It's because, for example, if I say pati ni ikanakatta no, so I say To make sure I understand the meaning of the particle ni, I say to the party, go to seek an explanation with no. And that's not a very good way to say it. In English, it would be, is that why you didn't go to the party, right? Didn't you go? You didn't go to the party, right? That'd be like the best localization, in a way. Didn't you go to the party, or you didn't go to the party, something like that. But if I'm trying to learn Japanese, I'd be like, oh, to the party, didn't go, or explanation, please, something like that. And that's very unnatural, very weird. So again, everything on my stream, take it with a grain of salt. I always say that. Also, do you know that expression, to take things with a grain of salt? I'm a big fan of it, of that one. To take things with a grain of salt. To take something with a grain of salt or pinch of salt is an English idiom that suggests to use something specifically claims that may be misleading, unverified, with a little bit of skepticism, or not to interpret things literally. Do not take them literally, as in this is exactly how everything is said. This is, we're all trying to learn here together. Hey. Let's keep with the notes. Sometimes I go on and rumble and just talk about things. Cool. No de. Hi. No de. So no de can also be used. So when I'm saying stuff like this, I am in fact using proper English. Almost interchangeably. Interchangeably, I think you write it like that. Sometimes I even don't know how to write some things in English. Almost interchangeably with kara. There are subtle differences though. Subtle differences. No de, it's explanation basically of the first sentence is explanatory and it's more of a causation. While kara, this happened because of this, exactly, explicitly, not exactly explicitly. So let's put no de equals causation. So x therefore y. X therefore y. X explanatory tone. Yeah. It's also softer. It's softer, right? It's put it into noun. On kara, it's explicit. So it's y happened explicitly because of y. I mean, because of x. So BRBP. なるほど。Man, this track is so good. to this is a little note. No, this still requires not for non-conjugated. Because it's basically still the explanatory. My head, the explanatory. I said explana and then I went to tori for like bird and like. Man, having 3 languages on my head does mess up with me sometimes. No, there requires na with non-conjugated. No. Adjectives. Gakusen de okane ga nai. I want this example so bad in my notes. I'm gonna put it and no one can stop me. Okay, so now let's put some examples for this. So I want to highlight node. I'll mark this with red actually. Causation unexplicit. Examples. Okay. Yeah. So examples. 私は大学生なのでお金がない。大学生なのでお金がないお金がないんです。So, なのでbecause of this being a non-conjugated noun, I still have some empty space down here that I don't know what to do with. Right, as you can see, I could just leave it empty. I could put more examples. Let's try putting two more examples, I guess, and then it will look busy enough that I can leave it there. Oh yes, let's try to use nonde. Koko wa shizuka nande totemo odayaka desu. I'm butchering this so bad. Yeah. 実がなんで、another example of that. Yeah, let's use gara again or something. I don't know. で、とても穏やかです。はい。穏やかです。はい。I think I'm good with からだからのでんで I think we're good with that. Okay, since Noni is such a short lesson, we can do that right now. Gakedo and she and Tarisuru probably gonna be for tomorrow. Teru tearu. Oh, wait, this is for the temas. For like, make your temas. Damn, I wanna learn this so bad. Fuck, I don't think I have enough time today though. Got things to do. Man, this is exciting, isn't it? Is it just me? Dude. You may think this is just studying and it's boring or something, but I like it. But then again, it's the one thing I decided to study on my own because I enjoy it. New words, let's see. 毎日運動する全然痩せるか。I didn't know that one. 学生、彼女、勉強。What? Fuck, Rosia, no, please take care. No, Rosia, careful. Teimas is like implying a have-been. Oh, なるほど. Oh, interesting. Cool. Okay, thank you. We'll say it more in depth. I'll make all the notes and we'll see all the examples probably tomorrow. But that's cool. Are you an Uber driver? I have to bring someone somewhere, which is no, let's say be careful, please. 気をつけてください. Please be careful. Really. Take care. Good luck. Yeah. There's not much else I can do. Just be careful. Okay. 寒すぎるでしょそれはカナダ、ロシアのカナダ2人ともカナダにいます、はい I'm in Canada. Hey. But it does get cold. No gloves, no heavy coat. What do you mean? That's not fine. Yourself, please. Not even gloves. Oh, that one, you're in Alberta. Jeez. Okay, yeah. 運動もしてたけど、まだ書きません。このノートに。だから、yeah, I already knew undo. I already knew exercise, but it's not on my note of vocabulary. Undo for exercise, physical training, and all that. It's easy. It's very easy to see when Ring Fit becomes the cool thing to stream and people start streaming Ring Fit. you start seeing these two kanji together and like, oh, I know ugoku, I know as in to carry and stuff. Oh, undo. That's it. Kanji's pretty great. Yeah. Funnily enough, I don't think the snowman would be sweating. It'd be more like frozen and would not move at all. In fact, it'd be an ice man instead. Just. Undo. Undo. これもう運ぶでしょ。運動はいはいはい。I just put rather than exercise or physical training, I'll just write physical exercise, and I think that's the best way to say it, honestly. I'm just making sure it's not some other kinds of exercise, honestly. Probably the best way to have it in my notes. Physical exercise. Yaseru. To become thin. Oh, I said to yes. Yeah, to become thin, to lose weight. Yaseru.
痩せる
It has this radical for itami, for like sickness or feeling bad and all that. Interesting. So yeah. Again, kanji is intuitive, honestly. It really is. I'm not even kidding. Like in terms of the stroke order and the location and everything, once you've done enough, it just becomes intuitive. It's like, oh, this is right. You know, like, oh, this is probably going to be like this, or like this, like that or that. You don't even, at some point you stop looking at the strokes. But just in case, it's always good to have them on screen real quick to make sure you're doing it correctly. Actually, the reason why I pay so much attention to the stroke order and stuff is like, someone told me it's the equivalent of having different handwriting in terms of like, a lot of people are gonna write it differently and have like different ways of doing the kanji, and they're all gonna look kind of different. But if you follow the proper stroke order and whatnot, even if it's it should be understandable enough. You should be able to, people should be able to read it. It's just a matter of, you know, handwriting, and by following the proper order, it's probably gonna be easier to understand and probably easier to identify and like get it right. So that's why I put importance on it. Yes, I do. To become thin or lose weight. Yes, I do. でしょ? Yeah. So, to become thin or lose weight. Cool. 次はyeah, we saw all the words. Noni to mean despite. Okay, so grammatically, noni is used exactly the same as node. When used to combine two simple sentences together, it means sentence 1, despite the fact that sentence 2. However, the other there is reversed. Sentence 2, noni, sentence 1. Let me try. Can I think of any? Oh, let's just read the examples. I was going to try to think of examples, but let's just use these. 毎日運動したのに全然痩せなかった。悲しい。なんだこれ。ちゃんと運動してた。本当にDid the person properly exercise? What is this? Oh, that sounds kind of sad. Or maybe they did. They just ate a lot. 多分ちゃんと運動したけど後でいっぱい食べたかもしれない something like that. Come on, I just leave it as come on, maybe for now until I properly see it on the book. 学生なのに彼女は勉強しない。それはもう事実。No. 僕のクラスメートこんな感じみたいに。It actually happens. Because 学生なのに彼女は勉強しない。はい。Those are, yeah, actually I like the second example. I don't want to use an entire new page for noni. Oh, by the way, see, because this is a non-conjugated noun, we still need to use na noni. Hi. Makes sense. Exactly, yeah, because it's still the explanatory, no, in a way, right? Should I think I can afford to use the bottom page here, but no, let's not be lazy, let's use the new page. Fine, I'll use the new page, whatever. I don't like using a new page when it's only for such a short lesson, but despite with no need. So, quick question. When I'm studying grammar, looking at things, I believe having the book like this show up bigger and better is better for whenever someone's studying. But would you like to see me taking notes a bit more clearly? Because I can always do this, and it's kind of like the same. I never know what should be the focus. I just think this is probably better for anyone that's trying to follow along with grammar. Because it's the book really what's important, not my crappy notes. My crappy notes is just crappy notes of what's in the actual book. Here. Oh, to be sterile, goddamn. I just realized. So use similar to that. Oh, whoops. No, Jack. No, stop. To that. It means sentence once, despite the fact that sentence two. Despite the fact that sentence 2. With sentence 2, then no ni, sentence 1. Well, despite the fact that we did this, whatever. I give up. Sometimes I try to translate or try to put the idea in Japanese, but I give up halfway through. Shinganai. But it's fine. We'll get there, chat. We'll get there. Yeah. Sentence 2 no ni, sentence 1. Despite the fact that sentence 2, sentence 1 happened. Yeah. So, and a quick example. By the way, let me highlight this. It looks pretty. It looks clean. Why did I say no? So I have this. Okay, let me explain. I have these habits because when I was studying English, I try to think in English a lot, and sometimes even talk to myself when I was alone on English, and so like an internal monologue, but outside, so like the pronunciation could also be practiced. Nowadays in Japanese, what happens to me is that certain things have become Japanese without me even realized. Whenever I get hurt, I don't say ouch or I, like it would be in Spanish. I say ite, and now when I'm trying to keep on going or something, I guess I just go no or something. Yeah, no, actually, like it actually happens. Like the other day, I was in the dining hall. I said it because I hurt myself. Shokudo. I wanted to remember Shokudo. It's funny. It's funny to me. Some other people may be with me and like be wait, huh? What did you? I don't know. I guess it's the curse of being a weeb. I could say my handwriting right now is so scuffed. No need. I mean, rather than I could write kanojo, Benkyo shinai, but I could save one kanji and save some effort by just saying kare wa benkyo shinai. Sorry o shimasu. See, it's cool to know kanji, because after writing a ton more kanji than anyone else, you can skip writing one kanji, because you understand everything. Isn't that great? I almost knocked my phone. Is the camera still okay? Thank you. Benkyo shinai. Nanoni. Gakusei nanoni. So, despite this, there we go. Some clean notes about despite with noni. And now contradiction with ga kedo. So kedo is the one I've heard the most, but ga also sounds correct. Like, I'm very used to, I don't know why this sentence is just, well, this thing is stuck in my head of desquedó, right? Desquedó. And so it's like quedó more formal. I wanna skip through this real quick. Ga and quedó are also connected sentences. Just like the gara is just like gara no de. Hi. Quedó and ga do not always express a direct contradiction. Yeah, I don't know. Similar to the difference between gara and no de, ga has a softer tone and is slightly more polite than quedó. Though this isn't a rule as such, you generally use common to use ga attached to mas and des ending and quedó. Desquedó. Masuga. Oh, naruhodo. Okay, good. I wanted to make that short. So, it is not weird that I think of desquedó, because it is common. Cool. That does make me feel a little bit better. Man, handwriting is very scuffed now. Like, very, very scuffed. I think I'm gonna end the stream here today. Unfortunately. We learned cool new stuff. The pace has slowed down much more than last time. But we're still doing like a page a stream, right? Of notes and stuff. We're learning stuff. You know, 3年だからI don't know. I'm not sure which, you probably get it. 今日の勉強、配信もここまで。Let's go to this. 見に来てくれてありがとうございます。それと日本の皆さん、日本の皆さん、おやすみなさい。God damn. What a try. Yeah, everyone. I'm gonna end the stream here for today. Thanks a lot for watching, for studying, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Butchan, thanks for all the help. I appreciate it. Tasuketa arigato, something like that. Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully you also learned something. Yeah, that's it. We could try to look for someone to rate or host. I like doing that. Host o shimashou. Oh, okay. I'm gonna host I97. I is also learning Japanese and he's doing it by playing Omori. I-san wa Omori de Nihongo o benkyou shimasu. No, hi. So we're gonna rate him real quick. Yep, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye. Bye-bye.